you test them with their money. Because if I trust you and I say I trust you, definitely my account will be open to you. But if I don't, guess what? That is a thing that you hear of but never get to see. Now, money also reflects your values, because where your values are, that is where your money will go. Yeah. So we need to consider that as well. And also, money reflects your fears. If you're someone who is afraid of losing, you can always tell by the way they throw around their money. They are scared to buy things. Such people die when they have nothing. Why? Because they are guarding so much. They are not investing. And then they meet one person like this who is a crook that strips all their money clean off the accounts. So where do you fall, guys? I need to hear, where do you fall? Because like I said, money doesn't find your life. It reflects your trust, your values, and your fears. When I say trust, if you trust someone, you trust them with your money as well. And Cedric says joint account only if in committed relationship. Otherwise, if you're not sure, let me read this of your partner's commitment, then separate accounts. Brilliant, brilliant. At least you've defended your answer. Dina, I need to hear from you. Why did you say separate, no joint accounts? Rogers, why did you say separate accounts? That is what helps us grow and grow financially and make better relationships. Because if we don't know why someone is doing something, we always judge them and think they are wrong. But they've been burnt before. Guess what? This time round, they are protecting themselves. They've been bitten by the snake before. They said twice bitten. No, once bitten, twice scared. So because it happened once, now you take all the measures to make sure it does not happen again, or you are not taken for granted again. Now let's get deep into the nitty-gritties of why do some couples swear by joint accounts? Why is it some couples say, for me, don't tell me anything different, I want a joint account? Why do some couples swear to that? Because there are those couples that really swear, for me, if it's not joint account, there's nothing that I want. Why? Or you don't love me if you're not going to share your money with me, or we are not together if money is going to keep us apart. There are those couples that, look at money that way. So where do you fall? Yeah, I want us to go to the nitty-gritties. But before we go that far, I need to know from the rest of the viewers where you fall. And also, as we get into the nitty-gritties, why do some couples swear by joint accounts? Roger says, please someone assist me with earphones so that I can chat with you. Rogers, how can they send them over? They cannot send them over right now. Why? Because unless you want them via Bluetooth, maybe Dina can send you earphones via Bluetooth. Otherwise, I don't know what's happening with your phone, Rogers. Sorry about that, my dear. Maybe if you have a TV or you have a laptop, you can switch or restart your phone and see if it gets better. If you've not been having that problem initially, a problem of hearing when someone calls, then maybe you need to put your volume up or go ahead and adjust some things. I don't know what's happening with your phone. Sorry, Rogers. Sorry, Rogers, about that. I hope that is adjusted and works for you immediately. Otherwise, those are the areas we are going to cover today about money. Rogers, as you try and work on your earphones, because we are here for a good 2 hours. Since it's Friday and you have nowhere you're going, I'm hoping that that can be sorted and you can hear very well. Otherwise, those of you who are dropping by for the very first time, welcome back to Digesting the Bible with Winfred, where faith meets real talk. Tonight we are diving into a spicy but necessary topic where we are talking about love's biggest test, joint accounts versus separate accounts. What works best in a relationship or marriage? That is what we are going to be looking at. You can drop a fire image in the chat if you are ready to learn, share, and even laugh a little. It's Friday. It's time to unwind and put down those, tough things that have been in the week and, laugh a little. I want to start with real life stories like we started before, because behind every financial decision is a human experience. A couple who went into all in with their finances into joint account and built wealth together. Then there's going to be also a scenario of a woman who kept a secret stash after being burnt financially. There is also a man who insisted on separate accounts after a rough divorce. Now, money doesn't find your love. It reflects, your trust. Why do I say money reflects your love, your trust? Because if you trust someone that much, you'll be able to put money together and go for joint accounts. But if you don't trust someone, you will not do that. Now, we will look at money also reflects your values. If you're someone who values certain things, your money will reflect it because that's where your money will go. But if you're not with the right person, you find I want to buy land. This one wants to eat out all the time. I want to build. This person wants us to go on holiday. Values are different, so that at times may not work very well. But that's one way you can tell about a person where their values are. And also fears. Money can reflect your fears. If you're someone who is afraid of becoming poor, you see that person investing their money, trying to make sure that their money works for them and they work smart. Now, let's go deep into the nitty-gritties of why do some couples swear by joint accounts. Now, we are going to talk about the pros of joint account. There is transparency and trust. Where there is a couple, whether you are married or not, and you have a joint account, there is transparency and trust. Why? For starters, because you've put your money with me, guess what? I will know you trust me, and so I'll also come all in. But if I don't see you coming with your money and putting it with me, guess what I'll do? I will run away from you because I know there's no permanent sense here. Now, also, it promotes transparency. Why? If we need to say like there are bills in a relationship. You need to pay for power, you need to pay for water, you need to buy food, you need to cater for transport. If the finances are all in the clear, I mean it's clear how much James earns and how much Jackie earns. You put it together. It is foolish of Jackie to ask for money for hair that is almost half of what you've put together. It is actually foolishness. But if I know how much you're earning and you know how much I earn and we put it together, guess what? I will not spend it ridiculously because I'll be very careful. I will be picky on what we are going to. We will actually sit down on every, spending to make sure the money is spent right. But if we do not, guess what happens, guys? If there is no joint account, I will assume you have money, yet you don't. Guys, it's a live chat and you're welcome on board. Those of you who are dropping by for the very first time, go ahead and drop in the comments what your take is. Joint accounts versus separate accounts. What works best? And why are you choosing that particular kind of account? I'm just going to read a few comments that have just come in. Dina says, we have different spending habits which may lead to arguments over money. So that's why Dina says no joint accounts. And Dina continues to say, joint accounts lead to lack of financial independence, which may lead to relying too much on spouse financially, something I'm not comfortable with. Now that is Dina's opinion. Go ahead, guys, drop your comments as to why you would go for a particular kind of account. On this channel, on Friday, we talk about life. life experiences. Now, today we are talking about separate accounts.